For 10,000 years, the Imperium has endured through a delicate balance. Now, the rising stars of House Lykos may have the key to ultimate power.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us for session 13 of Apostates of Dune, our Dune Adventures in the Imperium actual play here on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To find all the sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/apostates of Dune, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Adam, and I use they, them pronouns, and I am your game master for this particular campaign. And we are here playing Dune Adventures in the Imperium from Modiphius. Let's see, content warning. We do have a lot of adult themes in this, including sexuality, drug use, probably some nudity. We haven't officially had nudity, but I'm sure we would if I was directing it. But yeah, and mostly the trigger warning is that we have a lot of psychological manipulation, gaslighting, including some like torture and torture light stuff. So very big on the psychological trauma. If that's the thing that bothers you, this might not be the show for you. If otherwise, welcome and jump in and join us. The water is fine. We use safety tools here on the Happy Jacks Network. We have X-Card, open table policy, and lines and fails documents, and our regular discussions and check-ins with each other. We hope you use safety tools at your table too, whether you're streaming or at home. Safety tools are the best way to make sure everybody's focusing on being able to have fun and feel comfortable at the table. So that's what we do here, and we hope you'll do it at home. Let's introduce our players. Let's start over here.
Oh no, that's me. Hi, I'm Joey. I use he/him pronouns, and I am playing Cassandra Lykos, your friendly neighborhood 1-cent candy from the 1920s, your penny Gesserit.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow I keep digging deeper.
Yeah.
And
Joey needs help. Please send help.
Yes, go to the Discord. Send me ideas. The well keeps running dry, and I have to dig up. But yeah, that's me. I'm just a super fun, regular mid-20s girl trying to make it in this crazy world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it after all.
We're gonna do it. Go ahead, Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I am playing Pira Lykos. Both of us use she/her pronouns. Pira is your average 19-year-old genius, and just trying to get over the horrible breakup.
Yeah. Yes.
We have news for you.
Boy, howdy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a chance to look at the compendium.
Oh no. Oh, you don't know.
No, I don't.
We can do that in game then. Okay, great.
Woo, yay.
All right. Excellent.
Hi, everybody. I'm CADave.
Yeah.
Both myself and my character, Iser Nasoh, We use he, him pronouns. And I'm playing the Mentat Spymaster of the house, who is still kind of riding high on the amazing idea he had. So he's pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
He's pretty happy that it looks like we're getting off of Kitane without any big worse problems.
Yeah, might be.
Things are coming together. So
Yeah. Hello, I am Kai, channeling through Adam. I am coughing up both of my lungs and I cannot be there. Sorry, Kai is out tonight. We hope you're feeling better, buddy. And but we love you and we miss you. Don't worry. I will kill Helenus off screen. It's fine. No, we will just put Helenus in situations where we can come back and tell Kai or have Kai describe their own torture. It's a lot of fun.
It makes me scared that in chat, Kai is saying, "I've tickled Michelle doesn't know."
Yes.
And you all are giggling. Oh,
Yeah. Good times.
Bracing myself.
I'm so glad you didn't read the compendium. That's super fun.
Folks,
Yeah.
this is what happens when you
week.
don't do your homework.
Yeah.
It was a busy week.
Yeah. It's
Couple of
okay.
weeks.
Yes. So let's see. Okay, that's all our players. Kai is with us in chat, but could not be here in the studio or on screen with us tonight. And we wish them well, and we'll see you back here next time. But quick recap. We'll talk a little bit about it, but I'm not going to share all of the details of the recap because we'll get to do some in the game. But like ADHD brain just got completely derailed because there's a spider web going from the camera to the microphone.
Yep.
And like just this one little thread, like, ooh, that's enough to pull my brain completely away from whatever it was doing.
There's this one little spider in here.
Oh, is
I've never seen the spider.
But we see the webs.
I've cleaned the web,
busy.
and then next week I come back and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
they're somewhere.
There you go. All right. As long as you keep eating mosquitoes, buddy, we love you. You do your little thing here in the studio. So, recap. In our previous episode, it was revealed as Iser and Cassandra and Pyrrha confronted Revis, that Revis was a distant nephew or a nephew of the Emperor himself, Elrud the Ninth. Last episode, the entire Lykos family, except for Pyrrha, went to the Emperor's palace to negotiate for the custody of this particular prisoner who they would really like to kill. It did not go quite that way. Instead, an arrangement was made, a deal was struck, and an exchange was promised. Meanwhile, as they were leaving the Imperial Palace, yeah. I guess Pyrrha's just gonna have to ask what happened. Yeah. Hey, remember that guy I was making out with a lot? What's going on? So, as they were leaving the Imperial Palace with Simon Groos in custody, the Virk Spymaster, the House Virk Spymaster, and self-proclaimed rival to Iser Nasoh, there was a press gaggle and an audience in which it was noticed that a particularly shady-seeming Tleilaxu agent was watching them. As Helenus attempted to approach that agent, he disappeared into the crowd, leaving them wondering what the Tleilaxu know, what they are planning. Then Simon Groos was taken back to the tower and imprisoned, where he will be questioned and information surely gleaned. And Helenus confronted his cousin and oldest friend other than his sister, his twin sister, Panavic, about Panavic's involvement in the death of Helenus's lover Atac. And ultimately, Helenus chose to let his cousin go and disappear into the wide universe. Cassandra spent a little bit of time trying to find out from her aunt Shia why Countess Chimora was so upset upon leaving the palace. And Shia revealed to Cassandra that as long as a single Mycetes was left alive, then Chimora would never see the future that she had been working towards for her family. And that she would not be allowed to kill Cordero Virk, who is the Mycetes heir, had thrown things out of whack for her. Cassandra asked if her mother just believed this or if it was some prophecy. And Shia revealed that for Viscountess Chimora, those are one and the same. She is a prescient and has been guiding all of this according to the visions of the future that she has been seeing. So, that was our recap. Winds howl and sands whip across the dunes, blackening our sight as they slip through the hourglass. Then there is darkness. A voice calls out to us through the past and future. It is impossible to live in the past, difficult to live in the present, and a waste to live in the future. And then there is light. The light streams into the lushly appointed hotel room of Dr. Inuna Kwan as Pyrrha observes her as they hastily pack the doctor's things, preparing for the trip back to Lydolia. And so, Pyrrha, you've been here for a while as the family went to the Imperial Palace. Your mother was very insistent that you do something else, and I wonder if you. What does Pyrrha think her mother? Why does Pyrrha think her mother did not want her there? What do you think she knows or doesn't know, or what do you think?
She probably has a mix of feelings about this.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that her mother wants her to oversee taking this doctor, getting this doctor to Lydolia. So, she thinks that's a huge part of it, but there's a little bit of distrust there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-earned distrust, especially after reading McCanley and everything like that and everything that's come to light. So she thinks that something is up, but she doesn't quite know what.
Yeah. Okay. Did you try to put up any resistance? Did you try to to go to the palace? Or did you push on that, or did you accept?
I think I accepted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm not gonna make this too difficult, but give me an understand roll.
Uh-oh. We just started and you're having me roll.
I know. But this will be easy. It's just a one difficulty.
Okay, so
And
understand and
I would say truth.
okay. One success.
One success. Okay. that's enough. So I think as you accepted and you chose to just follow your mother's instructions and go ahead and do this instead of joining him at the palace, I think a part of you realized there was a sense of wanting to protect you from what she was about to do. That you might see a different side of her. So you have recently read all of the details of the entire Canley. You probably have already seen that side of your mother.
Just not in person.
Just not in person. Yeah. So you get the sense that she is trying in her own way to protect you from who she is. And I don't think she's realized quite how much you've grown up in the last week. So, like you were already an adult, but now you grown ass woman, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, because I was so sheltered before, and now it's like, the world is crappy.
yeah. In just a few short days, you've seen a lot of how crappy the world is. Yeah, absolutely. So, so you've been spending several hours here with Dr. Kwan, and she's been telling you quite a bit about what her process was, how she developed it, and I'm going to give you some free information here.
Okay.
She has explained enough about the development of the gel that you know that the components needed are fairly common and easily synthesized, if not available naturally. It's some very simple chemical processes, and I personally don't know much about biology and biochemistry, so I'm not going to try to, especially neurochemistry. So I'm not going to try to
Role play.
Exactly. Yes. So, so she gives you information about what you realize from what she's describing is that this gel does not require something rare and unattainable like spice.
Okay.
So you kind of understand that if this process works and you can fold space using this gel consistently and be able to replicate it, it could very much disrupt the power balance of the Imperium. And you know that is a very dangerous thing to be pursuing. But she has given you quite a bit of information, and with a few of her lab notes, you could probably replicate the process if you had to.
Okay.
Although, without her, you'd probably have to do a lot of trial and error and experimentation, but you could probably get there eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. But as long as you've got her, you're already there. So, and as she is gathering her things together, and I'm going to say you're making a duplicate copy of all of her notes,
Okay.
so that there's a backup. And that is when Iser and Cassandra and Helenus arrive
Okay.
at the door to retrieve you. And Helenus insists on standing guard outside in the hallway while the two of you catch up with Pyrrha and Dr. Kwan. But yes, you have arrived.
And just so I have the schedule right in my head,
Mm-hmm.
we are planning to depart this evening quietly.
Yes, yeah. So there is a sort of routine Highliner transport that will stop will go from Kaitane to Lydolia. Not directly; it's got a couple of stops, but it will be going to Lydolia, and you'll be able to board that. You've got a few hours, not a huge amount of time. Like you don't have time for naps, but you know,
Sure.
but you're not like rushing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. So, so do you guys want to catch up, Pyrrha, on what happened?
How did it
Right.
go?
Is that the question? Is that the real question, or is that the intro question?
That's the intro question.
Yeah. I feel like Iser would pretty easily deduce what's the real question there. You know what? I'm going to offer you a point of momentum to answer the real question bluntly.
Well, do we have like a little bit of privacy from the doctor?
I'll say yeah. Like,
Okay.
like yeah,
Like the doctor's finishing packing in the bedroom of this
yeah,
suite or something? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So you've
'Cause I
got a
wouldn't
moment.
Just blurt out
Yeah.
family news.
Yeah.
In the presence of someone that we're hoping to be like, come with us. I promise we're not drama.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like, excuse me while I update on the drama, but we're not drama.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. You would have some privacy, just the three of you able to
Sure.
discuss. You know, so if you start yelling at each other, it's gonna be different.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Point of momentum. Yeah.
Well, we achieved our goal in that the Emperor no longer has custody of his great nephew, whatever.
Yeah. Great nephew.
But we now do. For an indefinite period of time.
We have custody of him.
Indeed. He is coming to stay with us on Lydolia as a ward of the family. For we are forbidden to outright kill him. Or if we did, your younger sister or brother, I forget, brother will also suffer the same fate. And is staying here on Kaitane in exchange.
Are we allowed to kick him in the nuts?
I insist on it.
I would delight in it.
So a reminder. So the cover story is Atreus, the younger sibling, is back on Lydolia, and the three of you, your cover story is that you're going to get him and bring him back, but that's secretly your cover to get the doctor out. But that was the plan you guys had discussed.
Right.
So, yeah.
So our departure time has also moved up.
Okay.
I
We've
hope
got
you're packed.
a fewer hours.
I think I packed kind of light anyway when we came. I don't take as long to pack as you do. And if my stuff wrinkles, I know. I can have someone iron it out when we get home.
Perhaps our new ward.
He might make a fine laundry worker.
I don't even have words.
Well, if it's any consolation, should the plan that Iser's put in place go into effect with no issue, then our brother is in no real danger, since we won't be returning to Kaitane. So that to say, should some accident or misfortune befall him during our excursion home, So is the will of the universe.
That would be a tough sell to the Emperor, that it was an accident.
He'll have no leverage against us.
Eventually.
Well, should everything go according to plan, we'll be gone. Not just from Kaitane.
Yes, but I would caution against running headlong into that future. If anything it has a delay or a problem, 8 highliners appearing above Lydolia before we can leave, filled with troops, are a problem.
I suppose.
Plus, I'm not against protracted suffering.
There she is.
There's a small smirk of approval.
Yeah. Your family is so proud of you right now. That's the correct answer.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
Probably not, but yeah, your family's pretty toxic.
We were a delight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now the question is the plan to do the Highliner bomb threat on this outbound trip, or after we come back and go to leave again?
I thought it was on this outbound trip.
Okay.
I believe that's what you discussed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be sure, because
Yeah.
my brain has been fogged.
Yeah.
And
course.
I don't know about that part of the plan, correct? Or
I think you do.
Do I? I can't remember.
Yeah,
you're part of
were
our
there
council.
when
Oh, okay.
we Came up
Yeah.
with that part. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose the question is, how do we get the rest of the family back?
Well,
If we do it this time.
Right.
there is another Highliner that's going tomorrow.
Right.
That's the one that the family is explicitly to be on, and will go directly from Kaitane to Lydolia.
The direct
Because
flight.
that's the it will be the after the funeral procession and the return of the remains of Odysseus and his family.
Mm.
And so that part has been purchased and scheduled. So you guys are heading out on the routine ferry trip. So
Right.
yeah.
And then, universe question.
Yes.
If we pull this off and we get the navigator off the Highliner,
Mm-hmm.
our plan is to question him or her? Or...
More or less, I just need to get the coordinates from them. So if I can get that from them while we're on the Highliner, great. If
Okay.
not, we are going to rescue them onto our ship
All
and
right.
then deal with them.
And then, do we want to actually destroy the Highliner?
I mean, if they find the navigator is missing,
Right. I mean,
Yeah, that's the question. Do you want to destroy the entire Highliner, or do you or are you going to try and limit it to just like where the navigator would be? Yeah.
sure, like the operations center
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's probably more feasible.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
that's
probably
a
so, 'cause
lot
they're-
of people.
yeah, and they're massive, know.
Right, yeah.
So it is probably more feasible to just detonate that area.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so that does mean like specifically having to get explosives into place there could be more difficult. Yeah. So well, when we get closer to that, we can go over like.
We'll figure
Well,
that
yeah,
out.
you guys will have a chance to say like, okay, here's our plan, and here's what we need, and what assets we put into place, and all that. So you'll be able to do those in game. So yeah, but yeah, so the aim will be to explode just the operations center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Dr. Kwan emerges from the bedroom, and she holds up the Shiga wire disc, Mr. Nasoh, pleasure to see you again, and I don't believe we've met, she says to Cassandra.
This is my sister, Cassandra.
Your sister?
My
or...
sister.
Ah,
Two things can be true, Doctor.
yeah. Would you like me to call you Cassandra, or shall I call you by a title?
Oh, I think with the business we are involved in, Cassandra is fine.
Very well. And you may all call me Inuna, if you'd prefer. I will entrust this copy to you, Pyrrha. As long as you have this, it will get you much of the way there. But I hope you'll all recognize the trust I am showing in giving you information before I am safely removed from here. But understanding more about what you're doing, and what you're doing for me in particular, I do think this is important enough, and I do not want to have it die with me if it's my fate to die.
We are endeavoring to forestall that long into the future.
And forestall the death of all civilization.
I hope so, for all our sakes. I am packed and ready to leave at your command.
I'm gonna say I have a secret pocket in my outfit where I can put the disc.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
Iser's trained me well.
Yes. Yes.
And if any family can put pockets in things,
Exactly. Where no one will even know a pocket was there.
Yeah. Lykos family's real good at pockets.
like Rob Liefeld.
Oh no!
Except you can see our feet, so we're also good at shoes.
Sure.
Yes. As you are okay, so are you anything else do you want to do here before you leave?
I don't think
How
so.
is the doctor dressed?
She is dressed just kind of casually for travel. Like she's well dressed. She doesn't look like somebody who can afford Lykos fashions, but she's let's see, she's dressed in Nordstrom, not Target.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't dressed for travel in case she's being watched.
Oh,
I want her to look casual, as
Like
if going
she's just
out.
going out for the evening.
So I'm going to say she is dressed like for travel. And you have to adjust her.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. And I'm not going to make you roll for that, but I think that's just a great detail to have, like, to show that you're like thinking through these things in a way that she is not. She's not she's not full of guile and subterfuge. she's just a scientist. Yeah. But yeah, you do you want to describe what you do?
I mean, I think I put her in something. I think I try to find the outfit that she's wearing in all the reports that we have on her. So something she's worn a lot, something she's known to be wearing, so it's not unusual for her.
Yeah.
Something ideally with maybe a shawl or some kind of face covering a little bit, just to mask any apprehension or nerves she may be showing on her face.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So if you want to spend a point of momentum, you can have a temporary asset of subtle clothing.
Yeah.
That seems very worthwhile.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll have this temporary asset through until you get her back to Lydolia. If you ever need to bring that into play to to help with keep from being noticed and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so you do that, and as you gather her things, so like I think she's got like a couple of big suitcases that she grabs, and you just like take them out of her hands and set them back down on the bed, and just
while she's changing, I'm gonna put them back in her dresser drawers.
oh, okay.
Like, if anybody
Yeah.
comes looking for her, I don't want them to see she has suitcases packed. I want it to look like she just went out.
Okay.
Suitcases are up in the closet.
Yeah.
Everything's back in the drawers.
Yeah.
We'll give her new clothes.
Yeah.
We have the means.
Yeah. And, nicer clothes is what she's leaving behind for sure. Yeah. She does. She needs. She has a. She has a couple of personal items that she needs in her purse and all that. But otherwise, she's ready to go. And she stands there at the door waiting for your signal. Or waiting for you all to lead her on. So.
Well, I suppose we can take an unmarked car back to the tower.
Okay.
Maybe change cars several times.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I think I will whisper to Helenus to focus his attention on guarding her.
Mm-hmm.
My focus is going to be on guarding Pyrrha,
Okay.
particularly the package that Pyrrha is holding.
Okay.
In case something happens to the doctor, we have Plan B also guarded.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you return to the tower, and as you're getting out of the tower, or as you're getting out of the car at the garage, Helenus, his vision kind of snaps over to like sort of the distant end of the driveway, and he takes off running.
You understand? Help me
Yes.
understand this insane person that is my brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Understand. Oh, my he's hitting the mic. Can I make a case for danger sense?
Yes.
Hooray!
Yes. Danger sense would apply here.
All right, and let's go with. I'm going to go with duty.
Okay. All right. And you only need one success here
Thank God. Okay.
because he is
Duty.
crazy, but he's also like not subtle.
6 and 7 is 13. Hear that? 13. That is an 8 and a 15. So the 8 will work.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Does not hit my
Okay.
my
You're understand.
focus.
Yeah.
But
But one success.
yes.
That's all you needed. Okay. You know that it's not unusual for Helenus to just take off to deal with something, right? But the pace at which he's going and the fact that he didn't pause even long enough to say, I'll be back, or don't wait up for me, or like he didn't say a word. You just saw his neck snap to the side and then he took off running. And you know there's only one thing that could have caused that at this point, and that is the Gola
Yeah.
Pallidus must have been spotted. You look out towards the driveway and you don't see him, but you just see Helenus at top speed just zip around the corner and is gone.
There's a brief moment where Cassandra wants to go after him
Yeah.
because she's more or less determined that no matter what he says, he's not going to have it in him to do what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to go with him to make sure it gets done,
Yeah.
but realizes her place needs to be here
Yeah.
with her sister, with the doctor, to make sure that the plan keeps going forward.
Yeah.
And she needs to have a conversation with her mother.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I think I just sigh. We're so close.
Yeah, and I think we flash back momentarily when you when you saw Helenus again after he had disappeared the last time, and you said, "I'm pleased you're not dead." Hopefully, you'll get a chance to say that again.
Yep. I think it's also, there's the montage of all the times I've told all of them,
Yeah.
don't leave the house.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Don't leave. Stay with your siblings. Stay with your guards. Stay with your governess. Like, yeah. And Helenus listened less than any of them. Yeah. But yes, so but you know that there's very little you can do to stop Helenus, especially when it is a contest of physicality. He will not be stopped. But you re-enter the tower. You're shown to the private elevator. It's reserved just for the family and dignitaries. And you travel on up to the top floors, all the way to the residence. And so, and as you come into the residence, Chimera is sitting in the sort of living room greeting area, sort of the central area. Seems to have been specifically waiting for you all. And she sees you all, and she stands up and she says, "This must be the esteemed Dr. Kwan." And they make their greetings and do a little bit. Your mother does that little bit of small talk perfectly, just that perfect amount to let the doctor know she knows everything about her. And but also she's welcome here. She's safe. And she turns to Cassandra and she says, "Where is your brother?"
On an errand.
An errand that can't be avoided or wait till later, I assume?
If it could, he would be here.
Well, I have a ship that, or she says, no, she would not have reserved a ship. She would leave that up to Iser. So she's not going to say that, but she says, "Are you all ready for your journey?"
A few details need to be, kind of looks at Pierre, ironed out.
Freya just kind of like smirks a little.
Yeah. Pyrrha, I presume you've been told the new living arrangement that we will be dealing with.
I have. At least I'm grateful. It wasn't some sort of betrothal or something. That's what I was afraid of.
I understand that. And please rest assured, I would never allow you to marry a Mycetti or a Vieric. Some things are not worth any political price. But we will see this young man safely delivered to our home, and my son will come to live at the Imperial Palace. It's such a momentous honor for all of us. And you can just hear the anger dripping from her voice. And like, you all three of you actually know this tone very well. She is sounding polite and measured. she is seething with rage, and she is ready to burn the Imperium to the ground if she thought she could get away with it. Yeah. She's gonna blow up the Sept of Baelor right now. Like, sorry if I triggered you, Joey. House Tyrrell, it's too soon. So we will tell them that you've gone back to Lydolia to get Atreus. But the real goal here is to get Dr. Quan safely to Lydolia and to get her started and set up so that we may put our plans into place as soon as possible. As soon as we know that we can replicate the gel, the only thing we will be missing is the coordinates to where we will be going. Which did you tell her about the vision?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So she says, it's somewhere that I cannot see, but I know it's coming. I know it's there. And I know that the actions we're taking are going to lead us to wherever the future holds. Things are about to move very quickly in a very dangerous way. More dangerous than they've ever been for us. Guard your secrets carefully. And guard each other closely. It's only as a family that we'll get through this. And she, as she says that, she also like kind of puts a hand on Iser's shoulder, like giving you that physical cue of, when I say family, I mean you too, and you know that's what she I think you're cued into her enough. You've known her long enough. You know that she feels that way about you, and yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
because at first I was taking it the other direction.
Oh.
I was like, don't fuck this up.
Yeah. I wonder, actually, do you want to roll for that? About whether or not you...
Well, I think Iser would take it like, that's the kind thing to do. And he also like...
Yeah.
But, like, oh, I got a touch.
Yeah.
But I think he also knows the kind of person she is.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he likes her as much as he does.
Yeah.
Because the other side of that coin of kindness is steel.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know if you'd like me to, I can.
No, I don't
that's
think
the way Iser would take it.
Yeah. I don't think you need to. I just, but if you wanted to have that sort of like randomizing of
Sure.
how you're taking things, I would allow that. But
I don't think he's confused about that.
Yeah. And she's not trying to be subtle or manipulative, and and Cassandra, like, you're not sort of activating truth sensing right now, but you can tell, like, your mother is a very good liar, but you are Bene Gesserit trained in detecting lies, and you you probably could be more certain if you activated your truth sensing, or your hyper awareness in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that you don't have reason to believe that she's lying about this right now.
Just, I'm not confused, but just a clarification for in-universe. Knowing that she's prescient, does that affect anything that I... Like, would that have any kind of effect on any Bene Gesserit reading on her, or...
All you would know is that if you were prescient as well, you would have difficulty seeing the future around her.
Okay.
But since you are not fully or truly prescient, at least not yet. You might get there one day, but you're not right now. So it shouldn't really affect you.
Okay.
It doesn't affect your ability to sense truth in her or sense her micro expressions.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah. She said she does kind of she takes Pyrrha and like, you know, puts her hands on your cheeks, like, you know, that tenderly, like she used to, and it feels a little bit like treating you as a child. I will leave that up to you. Would you take that as condescension, or would you take that as nostalgic comfort? I'm curious how Pyrrha would react to that. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think that I don't think Pyrrha would take it as condescension.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would take it, though, as nostalgic comfort with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She knows now
Yeah. Yeah.
that she can't really trust her mother.
Yeah.
She can and she can't, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And she just knows, and so she's
Yeah. Yeah.
so, you know, outwardly she shows that she's taking it as nostalgic comfort, but
Okay.
inwardly there's that little like
Yeah. I know what you're capable of.
Yep.
Thank you. I love you too. But yeah. Semicolon, however, comma.
However.
But she takes your face very tenderly, and she says, "My bright star, I know you're ready for this, and you're important to this, and I'm trusting you with this mission. You must succeed. Everything depends on it. But I know you can do it."
No pressure, Mom.
Unfortunately, it takes pressure to turn coal into diamonds. And we must all be diamonds right now. Crystal clear and flawlessly perfect.
And transparent.
She is going to... Actually, I'm going to roll. Just for a randomizing. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so, she realizes what you're doing, what you're implying. Well, let me just confirm. You're implying that she is not transparent, right? Yeah. So, okay. So she recognizes that that's a little bit of baiting, and she chooses to let that go. But you see that moment where her eyes just kind of narrow, and you see that wolf in her is like...
And I think
Yeah.
what she sees back is the face that Helenus usually makes when he's in her presence.
Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
game on.
I do want to do a roll now.
Oh, all right.
I think this is a communicate roll.
Hooray!
Uh,
Oh, wait, she's also going to communicate.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really good at that.
I learned it from watching you, Mom.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't suppose charm falls into this, does it?
No, it would not. Doing the opposite of charming.
All right.
We're
gonna go power.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what she's doing too.
And that is 2 successes.
I got
Unless you
oh.
let me. No, that's fine.
Oh.
No, man. Focuses will work.
Oh, okay.
So it would be 4 if I can use focus. But
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I got 2 successes as well. So, I think you both do a little bit of that stare down, and I think there's a moment between the two of you, and I think she catches on to that you are different.
Mm.
I think she sees something in you, Reverend Mother.
What?
And, yeah. And I think there's just this slight shift in her as you realize she's about to become mother, and she realizes that's not going to work on you anymore. And she's going to have some long, difficult thoughts about her connection to you now, but she is not going to push anything in this moment.
Does
Yeah.
does Pyrrha know she's become a Reverend Mother yet?
Did you tell her?
I don't think I did. I think
I
I've
don't
only
think you
told
did. You've only told
Helenus.
Helenus. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Shia and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, Isabel, obviously.
Well, 'cause
know,
they were
but
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
because they were there. And the Dr. Abram knows. I don't think you told Iser either, right?
I don't think I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be
So
clear. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's a good question. So yeah, I don't think either of you know that she has gone through the agony. Yeah. And that she is officially a Reverend Mother now.
Call me mother.
I've given her several opportunities to confess it, but she's not so far. So, yeah. And so, Iser, what steps did you take to procure a ship for you, and what kind of ship are you procuring?
I think it's just our usual stock ship,
Okay.
right? Like, it's got quarters for everybody, but it's also mainly like a cargo transport.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever we would normally send back home for more supplies to keep the tower in fabrics and
Mm-hmm.
designs, etc. To make it look less like a special thing.
Okay.
And we'll just
So-
hitch a ride on that.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's also easier that way. If it's actually our ship and not one we hire, it's easier to smuggle explosives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it's got a sizable cargo bay, but the accommodations are somewhat nice as well. I think because like sometimes what you're transporting is like boutique craftspeople and
Sure.
specialty artists, stylists and things like that are helping you with fashion shows and particular line debuts, things like that. So yeah, so you've got some reasonably decent accommodations. It's nothing like your luxury yachts, but it's like a nice hotel, like a decent
Sure.
hotel.
We can
And-
rough it.
Well, yeah, you can
We'll be
run. Yeah, you'll be okay. There is no caviar or champagne on board,
Ugh.
but
And we could take
yeah,
that.
but
with
you can
us.
take it right. Yeah.
But in the cargo area, there's also room for a couple of human-sized containers
Oh. Mm-hmm.
because we have some humans to transport
Yes.
that we don't want to just have free reign of wandering about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're taking the explosives on this ship as well, right?
Because that's
Or
the
are
plan,
you
right?
gonna- yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you were going to transport them on a different ship, or you. The point of this is to be able to have them, but but it
Right.
also like if you
Could make deniability, like if we get caught smuggling them.
yeah, not necessarily.
No, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because each and every one will pass by and be rubbed upon Simon Grues.
yeah. um, okay.
So it's going to be the four of us, the
Mhm.
doctor, Simon, and the young Mycetti.
I like the idea of taking the young Mycetti because,
Oh, Cordero.
yeah. Or is
Um,
he still...
Or does he need
Okay.
to stay here until we return?
You know, I had initially, I believe we had said that he wouldn't be released until you return, but I'm gonna say that was negotiable. If you guys, for plot reasons, would think it makes more sense or it's more fun to take him with you, we absolutely can.
I don't actually know.
Well, a lot of that may depend on my conversation with Mother.
Mm.
Because I want to know, cards at the table, I want to know what her vision is
Yeah.
and why all of my cities need to die for us to succeed.
Oh, okay.
And if that's the case, putting him on the exploding ship is a great way to get rid of him while having potential alibis.
Okay. Do you want to have this conversation privately, or is it okay to have it in, like while you're there with?
I
Pyrrha
think I'd have
and-
it privately.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll say Pyrrha and Iser are making the arrangements, and yeah. So before we go to that, let's just get a little more clear about the arrangements that are going to be made. So you're going to take the four of you, Simon and Cordero.
Yes.
Okay.
The doctor.
Unless
Oh, and the doctor.
Unless that conversation changes things.
Right.
Okay.
Like Cordero's
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
doctor is for sure. And
Okay.
Simon is for sure.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Honestly, I'd love to take that Claylax zombie
Oh,
with us too. If
yeah.
I could.
Oh, well, it depends on what Helenus does to him.
Exactly,
Yeah.
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 If Iser had his druthers, that would be wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You hear that, Kai? Roll well.
so, yeah, we'll, yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay. It's not out of possibility, let's say. Okay. And Pyrrha, is there anything that you need to do before you leave? Or was there anything, or
just
did you want to?
packing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And,
yeah.
to Cassandra's satisfaction, at least somewhat.
Yeah.
And I might wrinkle a couple things on purpose. Just
for fun.
Yeah. But and just making sure that the doctor is okay and that
Yeah.
she's not freaking out too much and
Yeah.
Yeah. and that she has clothes for the trip because we have a couple of stops.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
yeah
And just so you know, like the stops will be like generally like the sort of like the highliner will like go to a system, take an hour or two for ships to come off and or get on, and then move to another system, and so basically, even though so in a normal situation, so if you were going straight from Kitane to Lydolia, it's just minutes, like once all the ships are loaded, you blink and you're in the new system and the ships just start offloading, right? But this has several stops, so there's going to be about like 6 to 8 hours between when you leave Kitane and when you get to Lydolia.
okay
So, yeah. it's just very convenient that it just happens to give you some time during the travel that is normally instantaneous. Yeah. You're welcome. So yeah. But yeah, Dr. Kwan she is nervous. And she does get a little bit calmed down when you start going through some of the clothing options with her, and and you realize like there's a bit of her that is excited about the lush life, kind of, for the she's like touching the fabrics and like, oh my god, what is this made from? And and she does ask you a lot of the like technical questions about about the production process and the dyes and and things like that. So,
and I'm like, you're gonna learn so much more about fabric than you ever thought you would.
Yeah. And I think
did we ever find out why the Tleilaxu were keeping her?
They were just kind of
Hostage,
keeping her
kind of?
under surveillance
Uh-huh.
because they didn't want her like stealing the technology that she developed for them. So they and some of the research that you did on the Tleilaxu, you kind of came to understand that's a pretty standard practice for contractors that they use. Is normally they develop a lot of their own stuff, but when somebody else develops something for them,
They're an indentured servant for life.
They keep very close tabs on everybody that they have a contract with.
Okay.
So,
I keep her distracted with talk of fabrics and processes and stuff like that, because if it's calming her down and keeping her mellow, then
yeah. And I think she really like she really shows kind of this kindred spirit with you. She loves being able to go down rabbit holes about about deep science, and you keep up and you have these conversations with her, and so she's becoming very connected to you, and
I'm probably appreciating being able to talk science like this with somebody who absolutely understands what I'm talking about. And go down those nerdy rabbit holes.
And unlike Iser, she's not trying to figure out proper ways to kill someone with the information. She really just wants to talk about science for science.
It's like, Iser gets it, but but he doesn't. He's trying to figure out different ways.
Right.
I can think through some science stuff. But that's not what I care about.
Right. Yeah. So Cassandra, so as they all leave to do their thing, your mother sits back down, and I wonder, would you start to leave, or do you stay there?
I think my comment was a way of saying we need to talk.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the message I was trying to get across, is like,
yeah. So actually, I think what she does is she goes over to a bar cart, and she fixes herself a drink, and she motions you over. And once you're within a few feet, she presses a button, and a cone, an energy cone, descends down over the two of you. The original cone of silence. Yeah. And, Do you know, Dave, is it like the cone of silence from Dune? Like, is that? Do you know, was that the origination of that whole concept?
Man, it's awful close in time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even like the
yeah.
Maxwell Smart.
Yeah, that's
right?
what my
Like,
first special was Cone of
It's right,
Silence.
right
was
around the same
Get
time
Smart.
period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Now I gotta look.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Drive me crazy.
Wait, is James V or chat mod? James, figure it out. Yeah.
Haven't seen James yet tonight.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So. The cone of silence descends over you, and
Literally the same year.
really. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Weird.
Ah,
Both are 1965.
yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
Dune came out in August of 1965,
Yeah.
and I don't know the actual premiere date for Get Smart,
But it would have been around that same time if it.
you know, I
started
mean,
normal.
Two good ideas came together
yeah.
at the
I
same
think,
time.
yeah, and I think that era there was a lot of like
Spy.
spy and the height of
Yeah.
the Cold War, and you know,
Yeah, it might have come up in some other thing, and both, the Frank Herbert and the writer's Spy and Get Smart both kind of
Yeah.
saw that other thing and gave them that idea at the same time. But anyway, interesting. But yeah, I just also wanted to make clear to any of our audience, like, I'm not being was it what's the word?
Off tone?
What?
Flippant? Off tone?
No, I'm not being not trite. I'm not derivative. I'm not being derivative. Cone of Silence really did exist in Dune. it's yeah. So
Dune
Oh.
was published August 1st, 1965. Get Smart premiered September 18th, 1965.
Well, that also means they would have written the scripts before.
Well, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just
So,
saying, like, that's
it's real close.
fascinating
Yeah.
and close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah, I'm curious. So yeah, so she says, there is something you would like to say to me, my daughter?
I feel the time has passed for subterfuge and double talk. This mission you've sent us on is because you had a vision. I'm not asking, I know. I feel that I need to know what this vision entails so I can better see it to its fruition, don't you think?
Cassandra, dear, I've had a lot of visions. I've had many visions my whole life. I don't just have one or two and then make it all up as I go along after that. The visions are frequent and regular, and they tell me what I need to do to lead our family towards this future.
And which vision was it that told you all that my Seti need die?
Ah. That particular one came to me when I first ascended to, when I first married your father. And I was told of the canley that Anthelina had started against House Mycetti. And that night I had a vision that it was my responsibility to carry out the conclusion of that canley. And that as long as I utterly destroyed them, then I would get to see this glorious future that I was creating for my family.
That you would get to see, or that we would get to see?
I'm going to make you roll for that.
Oh?
So she should have her own threat, actually. So I'm going to give her 3 threat. here, and I'm gonna spend one to give her an extra die.
So am I.
Okay.
Oh yeah, BB, that is 3 successes. I don't think any of my communicates work here.
Yeah. So I got 2 successes and a 20.
Got her.
Ooh. So I'm gonna give you guys a momentum. It's me, specifically me. Our future can happen in a number of different ways. This salvation of humanity's progress that we are destined to protect can happen with or without me. But if a single Myceti heir is alive, I don't get to go. Does that make you happy, Cassandra? Does that make your choices easier?
No choice is easy. You of all people know this, otherwise you would not have sent Pan-Evic to kill that boy and his bodyguard.
Pan-Evic did what he was supposed to do for the family. I just wish he had done it a little bit more competently. But if you're asking, do I regret having your cousin or your aunt or your siblings or anyone else in the service of our house carry out assassinations to destroy that entire line that humiliated and sidelined your great-grandmother? Then no, I don't. I don't regret a single decision of it. I am responsible for killing elders. I am responsible for killing children. I am responsible for every death. And I did it not just because I want to go, but because it was what Anthelina left for us. It was the destiny of our line. Both my family's line as well as the Lykos line. To kill every single one of those bastards and wipe them from the face of the universe. And no, I don't regret it.
I don't begrudge the deaths of the Myceti. I don't begrudge the eventual death of this Myceti. I just need all the cards on the table now. We're in the end game. And if I'm going to succeed, because it will be me who succeeds, not you, I need to know everything. So lift your fog of war, Mother, and let me in.
And she pounds her drink, fills up the glass again, and she says, "What would you like to know?"
Everything.
And we will cut away. But she tells you everything. So we'll talk more about what that is as it comes up. But in the short term, you know that she has had visions of the whole space folding project, that it would work. She tells you that sending the 4 of you here to Kaitane on this particular mission was part of her vision, knowing that this would cause the proper pieces to fall into place.
Did she know about Odysseus' death?
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Did she send our older brother and his family to the slaughter?
Actually, Oh. Oh.
I don't know if her vision showed her
Yeah.
the fact that the Mycetti lived.
Yeah, it didn't. That's right. And that was a particular reason. And no, she did not.
Okay.
She did not. And she tells you, because you've asked her to tell you everything, that her visions were cloudy on that subject. The death of Odysseus's family was a surprise and a shock to her.
The reason I ask is
and
if she could see us going to this place, were they there?
So she does not have clear visions of who is there or not.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she doesn't even know about the 4 of you, if you'll make it.
Sure.
But so she doesn't know exactly who goes. She just knows that whether or not she goes depends on this very specific chain of events that has to do with the death of all of the Mycetti line. And and what she kind of tells you is essentially her vision is that she must personally make sure all of the Mycetti are eliminated before she leaves. So if that's done before the whole project leaves, and that's what's going to happen, then great, she gets to go. If not, she has to stay here because she has to personally make sure the last Mycetti is dead.
Good.
Whoever that is.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wonderful.
yeah. So it gives you a little bit to hold over her head. And as long as Cordero's alive. So yeah. If he's dead, then you won't necessarily have control over
So
that.
based on that, what I'll report back for our plans, I would suggest leaving Cordero here. He's a wild card. We don't know what he will do while we're off trying to get the navigator. And also, let Mother clean up her own mess. If she wants to go, she can kill him herself.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do it for her. Unless you want to do it like Mazel. But
I mean, she'll help her little sister with her goals, personal goals.
I mean, I tried once already. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But that was when you thought they could still be a thing.
right. Also, she doesn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a vision.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Great excuse, isn't it, for family?
Just that annoying aunt that's constantly like, I had a vision. If I don't throw this baseball at your nuts, the family's doomed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, God damn it.
Again?
Why is it always the same vision, Aunt? Okay. Yeah. So, so you, so I would like to just cut to, you're on the transport ship. Yes.
One thing I want to do
Yeah.
to the transport ship,
Uh-huh.
I know it's painted in our livery and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would like to set the transponder that it is carrying a member of the No, it's not, because we're not taking
It's
it
not.
with us.
Oh, yeah.
Never
yeah.
mind.
Okay, so you're not going to
Not going to do that.
put that signal on there. Okay.
I will say,
Yeah.
while we're getting final preparation done, because Cassandra's
Yeah.
packed already. She's figured it out.
Yeah.
She's going to pack it back for Helenus,
Uh-huh.
and a second bag full of Helenus's clothes he doesn't wear very often,
Yeah.
in case we have an extra guest.
So, so when you arrive at the transport, Helenus is standing in front of one of the rooms. And he says, as you all get there and you come on board, he says, no one is to open this door. And then he says, but come with me. And he goes to the next room. And he opens the door, and you look, and on the bed, playing with a little toy, is Odysseus's youngest son.
What? What?
Cordero had him taken as insurance before they blew up the ship. And he looks at Cassandra and says, Pallidus took me to him. I didn't want to bring him to the tower because too much could go wrong.
I rush in and I hug my
Yeah.
nephew.
Yeah.
Because I would have grown up playing with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I think we said he was like 6 or 7 or
Yeah.
so. Yeah. So, and kind of annoying, but also like, you know, he's a kid. There's, he could, and yeah, and he hugs you back, and like, and you can tell like he's like, his eyes are a little sunken, his, you know, his like he clearly hasn't been fed well in several days. You know, he is wearing the same clothes he was wearing when you guys arrived and departed from the yacht, but they're like filthy, and clearly has been in them ever since.
Cassandra looks at Helenus begrudgingly and shoves the extra bag in his arms without looking at him. As in a, fine, he can stay. For now.
I'm going to the other room. No one should come in. And Helenus like disappears into that room. No. Wait, what was this? Sorry, I got it. Just looked at his name right before and I totally forgot. It is Artie. Yeah. Artie is what you call him. But yeah, he says, can we have lunch? Or is it breakfast? For dinner?
You can have all of them.
Where's my mom and dad? Look. It's family business.
I'm not related. I'm here to scare the children.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah. Who's gonna
I
take?
say,
Yeah.
let's get you fed. You know, I could just kind of distract him for a second.
Yeah.
Let's get you fed and cleaned up, and we'll talk about all that.
I'm sure they miss me. I haven't seen them in several days. They put me in this room and then locked me up, and I've just been stuck there. Nah, I'm really hungry. Do we have any treats?
Of course, sweetie. Of course we do.
Do we have lemon tarts?
I don't think we have lemon tarts, but maybe a croissant.
Yeah, and he's very happy to be led away to food.
Well, that's unexpected.
Your brother's not going to be happy.
Is he ever?
Well, he's fairly well balanced most of the time.
Oh, that brother, of course.
Things
know
don't
that-
pass to him now.
I don't think he'll be that upset, honestly.
Depends on how adjusted he got to the idea.
Well,
That's true.
should anything happen to our parents in the meantime, he will still be effectively regent until he
Certainly.
comes of age.
And historically, uncles have always taken great care of their.
They have.
Yeah, their.
Look, he doesn't have a
The
hump.
way-
We're fine.
The way Richard took care of those boys in
Right,
the
yeah.
tower,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he really took care of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
did we decide on the form factor of guild navigators in our
Oh,
version of the
right.
universe?
Oh. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really talk about it, or I didn't. Do you want to? Like,
Well, I mean, just
yeah.
in case there were any
Hey.
special preparations that we had to make.
Oh,
Do we need
Because
a
it
box
would
to
have been
take?
you do not need to make special preparations.
okay.
So, you do know that they generally are in a somewhat large tank. It is not a locomotive engine, but it is a fairly large tank generally. But they also have essentially an away tank. You know, they have a smaller, more like the kind of the size of a sarcophagus.
Okay.
That they can go into so that they can be a little bit more mobile. But when they're in the Highliner, they are generally in this in a somewhat large tank around the
Sure.
yeah. I would say probably about like 10 foot by 10 foot. And you guys haven't seen them, but you understand that they generally
That would be
exist in
like-
a tank. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that would be
And then-
knowledge that's
Yes,
accessible.
mhm,
in
yeah,
the universe,
yeah.
I
And-
feel like the sisterhood would have some kind of lead on what.
Yeah. People have seen them, but mostly it's just hearsay. Is what most people what most people know. Very few people have first-hand knowledge outside of guild agents. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what I decided is a little bit of a mix of it. Like they're in a big tank generally, but they do have like attached to it this little thing that they can get into that's human sized and levitate around. Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah. So if you ended up somehow taking one with you, you wouldn't have to do special preparations.
Gotcha.
You would just have to make sure that they can get into their own tank. Yeah. Their own travel tank. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's just call it a sarcophagus. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so the Highliner, like you get the notice that so your ship has a small crew on it, like pilots and all that, and would you have taken any guards, Iser? Would you have made sure that you had security forces here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not enough to make it suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But enough that it would be like, oh, well,
Yeah.
there are members, like, because we're not hiding the fact that we're going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're hiding what our actual goals are in going.
Yeah.
But, oh, we're going to retrieve the child for the exchange. That's fairly common knowledge. So,
Yeah.
you know, a small group of house guards to
Mhm.
go with us when we go and then join us on board and, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
that kind of deal.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a small
Yeah, I don't know,
contingent
4,
of guards.
6,
Yeah.
something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know the captain pipes in over the loudspeaker or over the intercom that they've been informed that the Highliner is loaded and will be departing in 5 minutes, and there's no real fanfare. There's no real like you don't feel anything. Just like, and you've all traveled by Highliner before, it's just all of a sudden you're in a different spot, and about 5 minutes later they announce you've arrived at the Bevian system, and ships departing here may proceed out, and they say they'll be traveling. They'll be making the next leg of the journey in about an hour.
How many legs are there until we get to Legolia?
There's 2 stops before Lydolia.
So this is the first of the 2 stops?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, and they're fairly uneventful, unless you want to try and do something to set up in between them. So if you want to like make preparations, you've got time to do things like move the explosives from one spot to another, or go plant Simon somewhere, or whatever you want to do. But you let me know what details you want to have. Oh, you know what? I want to do an understand roll. I think Iser should make it, but the other 2 can assist if you'd like. But an understand roll to figure out like how are you going to get to the operations center, and what if you'll have any idea of what you'll be facing once you get there. So
Sure.
I am going to spend a threat to make that a difficulty 2.
Oh, then it's just roll 1 die, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can we have a focus work on that?
What do you got?
Etiquette?
Yes. Yes, I will allow etiquette to work. Yeah.
Deductive reasoning?
Yes.
And then it's understand and
Probably duty,
okay.
but I am happy to accept other options there. So
What about power? I'm fine either way.
yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah, I think for you and in the way you've been defining power, yes, I do think that works for you. Okay.
That's a 2 with, so I have rolled under my focus.
Oh, okay, 2,
Mhm.
2
I
successes,
rolled a 1.
and oh, you rolled one. Nice.
Yes!
Okay, all right. So you,
I got 2 successes.
oh, okay, all right.
Nothing fancy, just
Yeah.
made it on.
Okay, all right. Well, that's gonna max you guys out on the momentum. So you got 6.
Teamwork.
Yeah. So, Cassandra, you know that it's very normal for people with a significant amount of money and influence to make a request to visit the pilot, to visit the navigator, and see the operations center. So you realize that you can put in a simple request, and with enough money, you can make sure you're bumped up to the top of that request.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the request should come from Pyrrha. Since she's the technical-minded one, it would make more sense to come from her.
Okay.
But us accompanying her.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see, Pyrrha, you got a 1 on your die. So so I think you are able to. So when you put in the request, it's with a guild agent, and they do kind of ask you, like, what are your intentions, basically, and why. And it's more of like a formality. It's not like this not a super interrogative question, but basically they want to know, like, oh, what's your interest in seeing and meeting the navigator? And you can just say, like, prestige, but I think you are able to express an interest in space folding and speak coherently enough about the concepts that I think you intrigue the guild agent, and they recognize that scientific prowess in you, and you get the sense they're actually excited to meet you as well.
And I like let the 19-year-old out as far as like, and then start like how excited I am to like see this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think so. You're so you make the request through sort of like a low-level functionary, and he puts you on hold after a few minutes after he asks, why do you want to visit, and he puts you on hold, and another voice comes on the comm assistant, no, I'm not. I'm going to change that a little bit. Let me go to Iser first, but I'm gonna give you some goodness for your natural one. So yeah, so Iser, you are, with all of that handled, you see very clearly, like, where are your openings and where are your the right pressure points, the right way to move things subtly, to get your plan into place.
So
yes,
here's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Way back in World Generation,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about how one of the products that we purchased from House Lykos are spider harvesters.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a spider harvester covered in explosives.
Oh, okay.
They could make its way outside the ship to the right spot.
Nice.
Is the idea I'm having.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it until the moment before we make the transition home.
Okay.
Because the only hope in my mind
Yeah.
of us sneaking this past someone that can see the future
Mm-hmm.
is if they're distracted doing something complicated.
Yeah. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you want to time it so as, yeah.
yeah, like in that, after they say, okay, all ships have docked, prepare
Yeah.
for transition or whatever, in that moment, that's when I want to do it.
Okay, all right.
And then if you can get into the room, you are the convenient escape route.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
So,
That was the part of the plan I was having the hardest time trying to figure out how to work. I was like, I don't know. What do we you just call and be like, hey?
yeah.
I don't know, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that all works out well. You guys did so well on that roll. Like, I think the fates are with you. Like, everything is going according to plan so far. And
Say it out loud.
yeah, sorry. And but yeah, your spider harvester is ready to go, and the programming is done. So not even your guards and your ship's crew know that that's going to be happening. So, so you've been able to set up all of the everything with automated commands to make that happen. Actually, I'll say Helenus is going to take care of the final like execution of that.
All right.
So, to make sure that it happens exactly at the right time and exactly the right place. But yeah. So all three of you, if you want, can be there for like you're all allowed to go. Like you're able to bring. They tell Pyrrha she's able to bring any from her party that she wants. So yeah. Okay. So I know Cassandra's going, of course. Iser want to go?
Yeah. If I don't have to pilot the other thing or whatever.
Yeah. You're free to take part in this conversation. So that's the nice thing about having one of the PCs not present at the table is like they can do the stuff off screen. So pro tip, GMs. If a player can't show up, have them do all of the other stuff that keeps them busy outside of the scene. And then everybody can be there when you go. So when it's your time, and I'll say you were able to arrange the timing however you wanted it to make it as coinciding with the explosion as you want. But when it's the appointed time, a small shuttle is like glides over from the operations center and docks with your ship, and as you meet them at the door, you see this woman. She's kind of young and very very beautiful in this kind of simple nerdy way. She's just got like simple dark hair, kind of like bangs and just straight down. She's got kind of Asian features, and she's got these just bright green eyes. No, let's not say green because Cordera had green eyes. Bright brown eyes, and just just almost. She'd almost be mousy, but she's just a little too pretty to be described as mousy, especially with this sort of like stark haircut that she's got. But she's wearing this very formally fitted suit in grays and whites, very functionary looking. And she has a brooch with the emblem of the guild on her chest, and she, as she comes in, she's very serene and very still. Like when she's moving, like it seems like only her legs are walking, right? Like the rest of her body just stays so still. And she looks at you, Pyrrha, and she gets this very big smile on her face, and she says, "You must be Pyrrha Lykos."
I am. And your name?
I am Jidu.
It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I am the aide to Pembe, our navigator, and I specifically wanted to meet you after speaking with you on the intercom. I think Pembe will be very excited to meet you as well.
Well, that the feeling will be mutual.
Yes. Will you and your companions join me on the shuttle?
Of course.
And she gets names from each of you, and she, as the shuttle is floating over to the operations center, you can see it's kind of this open glass deck, kind of hanging down from the top of the Highliner, and right in the center. You can tell like you're about as far away from either end opening as you can. It's dead center of the Highliner. This sort of glass enclosure suspended from the ceiling, essentially. The metal that is in between the panes of glass is the same metal as the outside of the Highliner, this dark, kind of almost bubbly looking metal with a little bit of an iridescence to it. You can see on the inside there are very few people. There are two other people who are dressed similarly to Jidu, and they are sitting at stations where they are essentially reviewing what seem to be logs and data, and as you go near them, you can see that they're kind of keeping track of the ships that are coming and going, and Jidu kind of explains a lot of what's going on as you're floating. She tells you some of the typical tour facts about, like, you know, the Highliner is this much, is this long and this wide and this tall, and you know, this is the composition, and we operate on a schedule, blah blah blah. And she's, you know, you can tell she's doing her spiel, and but as you dock with the observation station, or the observation deck, she tells you, she tells Pyrrha specifically, she says, I was very interested in what you had to say about your interest in space folding. I felt a kindred spirit to your curiosity and passion about the science behind it. Is this something you have studied?
It's something I've been interested in since childhood. And I have studied some, but I'm always eager to learn more.
Have you ever considered studying with the guild, and perhaps even becoming an agent? Or it's unlikely at your age that you would be able to become a navigator, but it is always possible.
It's something I've thought about. However, you know, I have family duties to attend to.
I see. I was fortunate enough to be born very, very low rank in a very high family, which allowed me the freedom to do whatever I wanted and the means to do so. I'm afraid I was not capable of becoming a navigator myself, but being an agent of the guild and being aid to someone as magnificent as Pembe has been the greatest joy of my life. And Pembe and I often sit together and speak about the nature of the universe, the science that holds us all together. I'm sure I must be boring your companions.
They're used to hearing me go on.
Not at all. My sister has interest in science. I have interest in people. And while she's talking to her, I would love to do a hyper awareness.
Yeah.
I want to know, how honest is she being? Like, is she
Yeah.
trying to butter Pyrrha up? Is she mining for information? Is she
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I use her to help get the? So whenever I spend momentum to obtain information, so I'll spend a momentum to obtain information.
Yeah.
On a person or location, I can observe. I may ask 2 questions for the first point of momentum spent. And then, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
So the first question being,
So you need to roll,
okay.
and then if your roll is successful, then you get to spend momentum.
Can I spend momentum to just obtain information?
Without a roll? Oh,
I think. I mean, it
Maybe
doesn't
you're-
say when rolling.
maybe you're right. Checking.
I'm not positive. I'm just looking at the description of the talent.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was okay. Obtain information. Each point you spend allows you to ask a match question. No, okay. So yeah, you don't need to do a roll to do that. So okay. So you spend a momentum and you get 2 questions. Yeah.
Is she speaking from the heart?
And a reminder to our audience and to the table, when you spend momentum for information, I must answer honestly. So there's no deception here. There's no being coy. Yes, she is speaking from the heart. She seems very genuinely passionate about the concept of space folding, and she seems very interested in the idea that Pyrrha could be a real asset to the guild.
In our attempt to obtain the navigator with the plan we currently have in place, will she be an asset or will she be an obstacle?
Wheel or woe? It depends on what you do. And I will get a little more clear about that. You sense a deep connection and devotion to the navigator, and if what you're doing involves keeping the navigator safe, then yes. If what you're doing might harm the navigator, you get the sense that she will go to pretty far extremes to keep that from happening.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's going to depend on how you approach.
Right.
Yeah.
When the current plan is to try to help the navigator. That's what I want to make sure that she's going to be like, no, that's not how we do things. And, I want to make sure she wasn't going to be a stickler or anything if we're trying to help.
Yeah.
Help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So you have a good sense that her motivation does seem to be pure for the navigator specifically. And as long as you're not hurting him, then you're okay. So sorry, hurting them. Yeah. So yeah. She after she does a little bit of the tour about the operations of the Highliner and the travel and all that. She knows that's boring and she really goes through it really quickly. And then she leads you over to this tank that's in the center of the operations deck, and it is very elegantly put together. There's a certain aesthetic here. It's not a Lykos aesthetic, but it is, but it does have a kind of antique charm to it. Right? There's this. It almost looks a little bit dated, and you might even call it like retro. But it's still it's that imperial brutalism, but in a very simple and elegant way. And, it's that same metal, but it kind of curves in or curves out a little bit at the tops and bottoms of the tank, giving it this sort of almost organic brutalist feel. Yeah. And the tank is completely filled with the orange sparkly dust of the spice melange, and you can't see more than a couple of inches into it. As you get close to it, you feel your body lightening as the artificial gravity begins to fade a little bit. And you can tell that there is no gravity inside the tank, and so there's a very light gravity transition space in the couple of feet around the tank. She brings you over, and she says, "I would like you to introduce you to our navigator, Pembe." And she turns, and right at that moment, Pembe sort of floats up to the glass. They are human like. And you can tell he's roughly around the shape of a normal human, but his arms and legs have become kind of elongated by the lack of gravity. His cranium is just a little swollen, almost giving him, and he's completely hairless. And his skin is kind of a dark brown with just this sort of like pinkish undertone to it. Like you can tell it would be darker, but his skin has been sort of stretched out and thinned, and the blood is so close to the surface. It's almost like you can see the veins underneath his flesh. His eyes are larger than a normal human's, and they are just almost a solid blue, just a tiny little pinprick black pupil in the center of a sea of blue. And the lower part of his face is not any different size than a normal human, but with his head a little larger. It almost seems like it's coming to more of a tapered point, but there's a familiarity in the humanness of them, but there's also a strange alienness to them. Everything is just a little different than what you would expect. And I believe this is the first time any of you have ever directly encountered a guild navigator. You've heard stories about and like you've all studied enough to know all of the things about like why they mutate in these ways and why they live like this and all that. But this is seeing it in real life. It's almost like you've seen how different people develop different physicalities based on the gravity of their planet, the moisture, the sunlight, and what planet someone comes from has a lot more to do with their physicality than any other factor. genetics or or DNA or anything like that. But the navigator is a level of mutation beyond what any of you have ever encountered, even among the most different humans. And as he comes up to the edge of the glass, he speaks, and you can hear that there's a bit of an amplification, artificially projecting his voice more than what you would normally be able to hear behind this, but is obviously a very thick glass. And he says, they say, I am so pleased to meet you. I knew that you would be coming. And I am so curious to see what you have in store for me. And I am very excited to say, I don't know what it is. And he looks at Cassandra as he says that. As they say that. Please tell me, why have you come to see me? What do you have to offer? And what do you want to know?
I look at Cassandra.
I was ready to answer. I thought we were going to end.
I say, it's an absolute honor to meet you. I've never met a navigator before.
Jidu has told me that you have an exceptional interest in space folding and a keen knowledge of the science behind it. And this is very delightful for me to hear.
I would love to discuss this with you. I think we could probably talk for hours on the subject.
Probably so. But I don't believe we have hours yet. There are some decisions that need to be made first. And he looks at Cassandra as he says that.
And we both look at Cassandra.
Yeah. But then he turns back to Pyrrha and he says, but in the meantime, I hope that you will appreciate that I am as interested in the idea as you are.
I absolutely do.
And he says, Jidu, will you engage privacy for us, please? And she goes to a panel and activates a cone of silence, and it comes down around all of you. Just the it encompasses the whole tank, but there's outside of the tank is just enough for the three of you and Jidu as well. And she is there in the cone with you. Okay. Yeah. You may now speak freely. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say
this whole time, Iser is trying to calculate like the value of the spice in the tank.
Oh,
just to keep his brain thinking of anything but what he should be thinking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't get what this thing could do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's enough. Yeah. So I'm just going. Okay. Opacity of the spice. Let's figure out how dense it is.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
How many jelly beans in the jar?
Yeah. You know what? I'd like you to actually give me a discipline roll.
Okay.
And Pyrrha's actually just allowing herself the wonder.
Oh, yeah.
And just, diving into that part of herself.
Yeah.
not calculating,
Yeah,
and just, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah. Cool. I love this in so side tangent, don't want to get stuck on this, but I love this mechanically showing two Mentats doing very different things and it's just really interesting from a game perspective, how the two of you are approaching this same problem. Yeah, it's really interesting. Give me a communicate roll, actually.
Okay.
And yeah, and
Discipline
whatever.
and duty.
I would actually say truth here,
Okay.
because you're trying to keep the truth
hidden.
hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Communicate and, I don't know, truth, I guess, or...
Yeah, I mean, I think truth probably still for you as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would espionage count as a focus?
Yes, I think it would.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I am going to spend a point of threat to give him an extra die.
Actually, can I spend a momentum before?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
My
Extra die or
my
extra die.
statement on truth
Yeah.
is I seek to uncover the many secrets of the universe.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that absolutely.
So
yeah.
I think I
So,
will spend that point of determination.
get the automatic
So
one.
yeah,
Okay.
to get an
Okay.
automatic one.
Yeah, for sure. That makes very much sense. Yeah.
I think I want to do the same thing.
Okay.
Spend the determination, because my truth statement is I decide what is true.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Okay.
Because I think underneath it all,
Uh-huh.
Iser is absolutely terrified at this moment.
Oh, interesting.
Because
yeah.
it's
yeah.
something completely beyond his control or experience.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I
That's
don't
not
know.
normal for him.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah,
all I know is this being can see the future.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I, like, everything in every book on spycraft
Yeah.
is geared towards you keeping secrets.
Right. Yeah.
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 So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And after the secret has already been revealed, you have no way of knowing if this person has already seen that moment.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Interesting. So what did you get on your roll?
I ended up with 4
Ooh, okay.
because of that.
Yeah, well, that's going to get you 2 momentum back because he got 2 successes. So, yeah. So, you are keeping the your goals and intentions occluded from him. So they have already revealed that they know a lot about. They know you're here because you want something from them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily know what the end result is going to be, whether or not they're going to give it to you or not. So, but they've made it clear, they know something's up. This isn't just a curious debutante visiting.
Right.
Yeah. But they're not getting it from Iser. What did you get on your roll?
3
2.
successes. 3
Okay. Oh,
successes.
3 successes. Oh, okay. Well, you've already maxed out momentum. So if you guys want to spend some for information, might be a good time because you're maxed out. Because you would get 1 because they got 2 successes on your roll as well.
Okay. So,
If you guys want to...
sure.
Okay, I mean, let's
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a question in mind?
I don't.
Okay, let me think.
I'll let you bank it too if you want.
Are any of the other occupants of this room armed?
No. None of them are armed.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That is a good question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm kind of
Yeah.
going to let Cassandra take it from here.
Yeah. Okay.
We've come to assist you. I'm sure some with your abilities may be able to see that danger is around every corner. And we are here to make sure that you are okay.
I want you to do a communicate roll, because that is, I mean, that's technically true.
Technically correct.
Yeah, but I think there's enough layered in there. You need to. I'm gonna spend a point of threat to.
I'm gonna spend a
to
point
get
of
an extra
momentum to get another die.
Okay.
Or are you gonna let etiquette?
Yes, I
Oh no,
think,
I'm sorry, that's understand. Charm.
Charm. Yes, I think charm applies here.
Great.
Yeah.
And let's do truth. And actually, on this, I will spend my determination as well. I will tell you what is true.
Okay. Yeah.
Where did that die go? Oh no. Well, the one that fell on the ground is the one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a second one. I can't double on that, I don't think.
What?
I rolled, so I spent a determination.
Yeah, to get an automatic one.
Right. I rolled another one.
Oh.
And that means, yeah.
Oh, great.
You get that's 4 successes right
And
there.
then a 10, which is under my 14 that I needed. So
5
5
successes.
Wow.
Yeah, nice. I would encourage you to spend some momentum, because I got 1 success.
oh yeah,
So
we're gonna some.
you're gonna max out.
Oh no, we're gonna do some hyper awareness question asking.
Okay.
Information.
All right. Okay.
So I will spend.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. So he accepts that as true and sincere.
Mm-hmm.
And they accept that as true and sincere. And I'm going to basically, I'm going to give you a free question, and then you guys can spend momentum for continuing on that. Like, whatever you're asking, he is going to assume it's true and sincere.
Okay.
So, yeah. Doesn't mean he will give you what you want, but you don't have to do any work to, even if you reveal your secret plans to him, he's going to assume that your motivations are true and sincere.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, what's your free question?
Oh God.
Or if you want, you can just roleplay conversation too.
No. I'm just trying to think of the question I want. It's like I want to know.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say a part of, for all the successes that you guys got in all of that, G-Do is also convinced that your motivations are true and sincere.
Great.
So that, yeah.
Why am I suddenly frozen on everything?
I know, it's
I was
hard.
expecting to roll that well.
Yeah.
Um.
So I'm going to ask you, so actually, I'm going to say this might actually be a good place to stop. Give you all a chance to come up with what you want to ask and how you want to approach. You have succeeded in, your plan is in place, and it will work. So you know that. It's now going to be on all of you to decide how you do this, what you say to Pimbe could have a big impact on what happens. There are a number of outcomes that could happen here, and like all different directions, depending on what you say and how you approach this. So let's have some time to think about what you're going to do next, and knowing that you will be able to carry out your plans for sure. And let's see, yeah. I think Pimbe just kind of looks at each of you in turn, and they say, the future is why you're here. And while some of us can see the future, we don't see everything. And it is a fool indeed who assumes that what they see in the future is what must be. And that is one of the first learned and most forgotten lessons of the training for us navigators. It is by being open to all of the possibilities that I allow myself to feel the correct ones. And whatever you're here for, while I don't know what it is, or if I can give it, or if I will want to, I do know that what is about to happen is going to be very exciting for everyone involved. And he smiles, and the experience of having him smile is off-putting, and
I'm so sorry.
the sound effects of the creaking of the tank. The smile is off-putting, but oddly kind. But as he smiles, you realize his mouth opens in a strange way. Like it's almost like he has, instead of a top and bottom lip, he has kind of a triangular mouth, and his bottom lip sort of splits into two. So it kind of like becomes this sort of triangle mouth, like kind of like that. And you can just see like this strange mutation of his of theirs that is that must be part of the navigator mutations, but not one that's ever been described to you before. And you know he's there. You know they're intending to be kind and you know and polite with this smile, but it just reminds you that the person you're dealing with is the most alien thing that you've ever encountered. And that is where we will end tonight. Sorry. Oh, where's the thing? Yeah. You did it. Sorry, you'd think after all of this time I would have my rights memorized, but I don't. We faced it and did not resist. The storm passed through us and around us. It's gone, but we remain. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for session 13 of Apostates of Dune. Other side. Sorry, I'm all kinds of messed up tonight. We thank you, everyone who's joining us here, whether it's from the past, present, or future. We appreciate you being part of our show. Thank you to our chat mods for their hard work, for making sure that we can do this live, and that our live chat space is a safe place for people to be and participate and join in. Also, give us great information, and it's a shock. It started, it's begun. If only the yawns pass over and around us. But thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of our Patreons that we can play the games we want without worrying about system popularity or publishing company demands. You can join their heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. And there's a very minimal amount, and any amount gets you access to all of the things we have. So we understand not everybody can give, and some people can give, but not very much. Doesn't matter. We love you and we appreciate you, whatever you can give. And if you can't donate, that's fine too. We're happy you're here. We do this for you. But yeah. So, crew, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start here with Michelle.
Okay. Hey, I'm Michelle. You can find me on the socials at Michulu. That's Michulhu. You can also find me on your favorite podcast platform or on YouTube under Portents of Fear. It is a horror fiction channel where my husband writes the stories and I get to host and tell some corny joke or ask some corny question at the end. So give us a look-see or a listen, and yeah.
Hey, thanks. Okay.
Oh, hi. I'm still CADave. There is one more weekend for you to come out and see the Poxy Boggards perform at the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. It has been a delightful season. This last weekend was a little on the warm side. But we made it through. Here we are.
Yeah.
Much like this, the wind passed around us. And now we're here.
Right.
But next weekend actually looks better weather-wise, so I'm keeping my hopes up on that one. But come out. If you stop by, you'll find me at the merch table at the back of the house. Or I'll be lounging somewhere around the tavern, and you can always say, "Is that Dave guy around?" And someone will go find me. And I'd love to chat, because it's so much fun when people come up. Other than that, I'm hoping that the tiny rescue kitten that's in my bathtub will find a permanent home this Thursday, so everybody keep your fingers crossed for me, because I want to sleep again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be great.
It'd be great. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, I am still Joey. You can find me on all the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. You will not find me at the Renaissance Pleasure Fair this weekend because my best friend decided to get married on closing weekend because he hates me. But I will be there, so I'll be having a good time there. But I hope you all have a great time if you make it out to the Pleasure Fair. If not, we hope to see you next season. Hopefully some more theater stuff coming up soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah, keep your eyes on the socials for more information on all of my happenings inside and outside the TTRPG space.
Yay. And I have been Adam, your GM, and you can find me on the socials at Hoobuk, HOOBUK, and mostly on Instagram. And you can also buy my art at my Redbubble store, which is redbubble.com/people/Hoobuk. And get my art put on cool stuff. And you can, in addition to this, you can also find me for just one more time on Sunday evenings with the Astral Circus, our Spelljammer-ish, Baldur's Gate 3-ish D&D actual play. We are, so on the Sunday, so not this coming Sunday, because I'm out of town for Joey's best friend's wedding, but the following Sunday, the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, we are going to do a special early show and wrap up the campaign. And then we're going to record our post discussion episode for the Patreons. And that will be eventually posted for Patreons to see our post-campaign wrap-up show. And then we will not be here next week. We're going to take next week off because the wedding goes late into Sunday night, and then I have to take a train early in the morning up to work all day. So I'm going to be too tired to run this game next week. So we won't be here next Monday, but come join us the Monday after that, Memorial Day. Oh, we haven't discussed if we have holiday plans, but so yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so we might be here on Memorial Day. Hopefully, if we can't, we might not. But we'll let you know. Keep an eye on the Discord, and you'll find out as soon as we do. So yeah. So if you want to catch up on our previous episodes of this game, visit happyjacks.org/Apostates of Dune, and you can find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network at happyjacks.org, and we will see you very soon for more of Apostates of Dune. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.